perfectly into the next question that I was going to ask. Would she have taken that line of disrespect had the guy had status or money?
What do you think?
Would she have disrespected him to the same level if he had status or money? Because you're saying he cheated. Okay, cool. Understandable. He cheated. But if he was that guy, would have she thought twice and bit her tongue in that situation?
Probably.
So was it that he was a, I guess, maybe lower value male?
Yeah.
And he did that pissed her off?
I guess so.
What did he do, this guy in particular?
He was texting other girls.
No. I mean, like, what did he do for a living?
For work.
Or like, what was his...
he didn't do anything.
Texting other girls.
Okay, besides
texting other girls. That's
okay.
about it.
So if he had been a somebody, had a shit together, you think maybe the chick would have maybe tossed that to the side a bit, had more tolerance for it?
Probably.
Okay. All right.
Oh, so is that why like
I
Chris
would've.
Brown doesn't get like disrespect? Is that why?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it
nobody
was
talking
Rihanna,
to
of
Chris
course.
Brown. They know what's up.
Yeah. Wait, Amy, what's your situation? Do you think the girl would have still disrespected the guy to the same level if he had status and money?
He did.
He did. And
That's
she
a
still...
sad thing. I'm still trying to figure it out. Honestly, I'm still trying to make sense of it in my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
What of like you still don't know why?
Yeah, because based off everything you guys have taught me, like I've learned so much about how this stuff works in dynamic relationships, and
And she still did it.
She still freaking did it, dude. It's insane.
Now let me ask you this: did he break up with her after she did that?
Yeah, and got back together with her less than a week later.
There's the answer.
Yeah.
There's the answer. He's a... So and I tell you all the time, man, having status and money isn't enough. It might curb it a bit, disrespect, but it's still gonna happen if you're a bitch.
And also, was she drunk or sober?
When she disrespected him,
Yeah.
both.
Both.
It's not just one occasion, bro.
What are
There was an extreme occasion
Both.
towards the end, but yeah.
Okay.
And she was giving birth.
Yeah. That's just my accent, Brandon. It's okay. Yeah. You're good. You're good.
So that's a really good example. So this guy had the money and the status, yet she still disrespected him. And he broke up with her after, yet he got back with her a week later.
Correct.
Who reinitiated the contact when they got back?
I
Her
actually
or
don't know
him?
because I think it's been too embarrassed to even tell us that they got back together. We had to find out.
Oh, wow.
We saw through Instagram that they were back together because they were at the movies together.
Okay, if you had to get probably. I mean,
I can't go too much deeper. It's going to be too obvious. It probably already is at this point. They're going to
Maybe-
fucking know if they watch this.
Maybe she apologized. He took her back. Maybe he went to her. I mean, we don't know.
I honestly want to know what good bullshit she f***ing spun because it would have been impossible from my perspective. And any man who would have respected himself would never have taken her back.
Yeah, there you go.
It was really sad to see, honestly.
I think that's a really good learning point for the audience here. Like, guys, status and money is not going to save you from female disrespect if you don't
Nobody's
have,
safe.
If you don't have a set of nuts.
Yeah.
For you, we were going through why women. You said basically out of frustration, repeated frustration of dealing with men. Would you say that if a man has status and money, it might hurt the chances of a woman getting frustrated with her guy? Maybe decrease the odds.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Okay.
Profound.
Fair enough. What was that, Chris?
Is that profound?
No.
Like, not all of the time, but
Fair enough.
I thought you said compound.
Your boyfriend, in your situation, he was in high school with you, right? Probably. Had he been older, had a together, had some money, had some status, would you have behaved the way that you did?
Maybe not as impulsively, but I still would have like.
Let me add another caveat. And if knowing that if you behave that way, he is going to literally break up with you, would you have acted the way that you did?
If he would break up with me, no.
Okay, interesting.
But like if he had money, whatever.
Okay, you would have still done it or whatever. But it's more about if you knew he would. Let me ask you this, going a little bit deeper. Did in the back of your mind when you were lashing out at him at this party or whatever the fuck it was, and you're being emotionally erratic or whatever, did a part of you know he ain't going nowhere?
Yeah. I mean, like we had been off and on forever. It was like it was never like a long break of time. Like we'd argue and then I'd stay a night with him like the day later.
Who reinitiated the relationship back every time y'all broke up?
Probably me.
It was you? You
Yeah,
reinitiated?
probably me.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes him. Happened a lot.
Okay. But he always took you back, no questions asked.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yo, if y'all read between the lines here, you guys are really getting an expose on female psyche here. No offense, ladies. I don't even mean to make y'all guinea pigs, but sorry, you had something, Brandon?
No, I was going to the next one. I was going.
Brandon,
would you have hit Chris Brown?
Chris Brown.
Yeah, if you were dating Chris Brown and he did that same, would you hit him?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sure would. Yeah, sure
All
would.
right. Yo, Spanish girls is different, man. Latino girls
they're
is different,
spicy,
man.
man.
I
They're
don't know.
spicy. They don't play. I like spicy though. Brandon, question for you though.
What's up,
bro.
man?
If that was you
Uh-huh.
and you was dating her,
Right, and she hit me?
what would you do?
And she hit me.
Like it depends
state are we
how.
in?
How did I?
What state are we in?
We
Right?
are in
'Cause-
Florida.
Oh, in Florida. Well, okay. The way
Stand your ground?
the way the stand your ground is set up, like she could shoot me if I fight her back and like get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So in a stand your ground state, I have to take evasive action.
Okay.
Right, because if I attack her, you know what I'm saying, she can shoot me. You know what I'm saying?
In New York
But,
and California, you identify as a woman and hit her back.
yeah, man, no, man, I'm
Yeah.
I'm a lesbian. I'm a lesbian woman. In California, I identify as a lesbian woman, man.
You could do a zerk right before you hit her. I'm a woman.
Right, that's
Oh man.
then it's like, oh man, then it's
But we don't condone hitting women, guys. Just so you know, we don't.
For you,
But
given
that
your
Chris Brown help him slaps though.
given your
That new Chris
situation,
Brown slaps.
I see what you did there.
Oh
That was a
yeah.
knee slapper.
I get it.
Shut up,
That was a
Chris
good
Brown,
one.
man.
That was a good one.
Legend. Chris Brown is a legend, man. Shout out to him.
So you punched your boyfriend when you thought that he accidentally pushed you down the stairs and slapped him a few times when he made jokes about you, right? That you didn't like. Would you have thought twice? Maybe you still would have hit him, but would have you at least thought twice had your boyfriend been maybe older than you, more experienced than you, and he probably wouldn't accept that behavior and break up with you if you did it?
I mean, honestly, like you're saying status, right? Like him being older, you mean?
Older, more
Mhm.
having more money, more status, being a bit more not as sensitive. Pretty much, he wouldn't puppy eye you. He would essentially be like, "We're done."
I mean, I feel like the money and the status doesn't really matter. I feel like it's about the maturity of the guy and how he treats me. And like as I said, the reason that caused the fight before is because there was a bunch of little things that he did that led up to that. But if a guy is mature and he knows how to treat you, then that wouldn't happen. Doesn't matter how high.
Can you give me an example of
status-
these little things that built up?
It can be like every time the girl wants to make plans, the guy always cancels, or he always gives an excuse for
He
something.
always canceled on you?
Yeah, or always gives an excuse.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he
or-
didn't care.
Exactly. He wouldn't show that he cared.
Okay.
I would check up on him. Like I would give him little gifts, like, surprises, but he wouldn't do anything for me. I went all out on Valentine's Day. I got a teddy bear, which is I don't care about.
What
gifts.
She gave you a teddy bear, but what did you do?
She gave him a teddy bear.
No, I did like something big. It was like a whole setup
Oh.
with pictures,
Oh.
multiple teddy bears, candles,
For all of you?
flowers.
Where was this at? At like a hotel or something?
No, it was at his house. I set it up all at his house.
Okay.
That's so sweet.
Did he know you was there doing that, or
No, his brother let me in.
so he didn't know?
No.
Did you punch him then? I was just curious.
No.
Full
Out of
punch.
excitement.
Sometimes you gotta niggas up.
I think
It's just everyone know that.
So I guess you would have thought twice if he was a different caliber of guy. Maybe he
Hmm.
wasn't so sensitive. You would have thought twice about punching him or slapping him for making jokes.
exactly.
You still would have done it because obviously you would have hit Chris Brown too, right? So
Oh
I
shit.
mean, I mean,
I think that's cap, but whatever. we
Okay,
can play
would you
joke.
punch Bad Bunny?
no.
Okay, see?
Oh,
There you go.
But what if he like wasn't? What if he like didn't catch you on the stairs though? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but, like-
then would you had to fuck Bad Bunny up, right?
Okay, but like you gotta think, it's Bad Bunny. You can't fight Bad Bunny.
Exactly.
Why not? He
Can't
got
fight-
fucking,
it's
he
Bad
paints his
fucking
nails.
Bunny.
Can't fight the Bad Bunny, bro. You
I
can't.
mean,
The Bad Bunny's the Bad Bunny.
I ain't
The
think
Bad
about
Bunny's
that.
the Bad Bunny.
I ain't even think about it like that, man. My fault. I ain't
That
even-
nigga up there, bro.
Shit, man. Damn. I ain't even think about it like that.
Wow.
I mean, Chris Brown. Bad Bunny.
Mi
No.
gente.
And
Por
toxic
favor.
relationship that you described that your friend had, you said that it was toxic and a ingredient for that was that he didn't stick to his word. Do you think if he had his together, maybe a little bit, some status, some money, that him not sticking to his word would have been tolerated more?
I think honestly, if he had status and money, he would have been able to stick to his word a lot more. Because I think some of what she wanted was things that cost something, like food and dates, and
Okay.
so I think he would have done a better job, maybe even calling her Ubers. Like if he had less of a care about finances, I think he would have been able to be a better man for her.
So the lack of adherence to his word was stemmed in financial difficulty.
Yeah.
Not in him just being a fucking like liar.
Sometimes he cared more about his friends' reassurance and like his friends' approval than his girlfriend's. So she would get really upset about that, like trying to show the boys that he's got it, but she knows that he doesn't. So she would get upset about that.
So he'd go to the club with them,
Yes.
maybe buy a bottle or some shit,
Yes. And then
spend
not
all his
take her out
dollars,
once.
and then not take her out.
Yeah.
So that's what pissed her off.
Yeah.
And he would promise to do so.
Yes.
Okay. Understandable.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah. To
look good for
you
the
know
bros.
what's funny? This goes to show. If he had, let's say he had made the promise, but he didn't do it, but he had the money, she probably wouldn't have been as mad.
Possibly.
Think about that. Because then he could always say, I was
Yeah.
just busy. But if you don't have the money,
And
she
she
knows you
knows.
don't got it, and you
Yeah.
spend it with a bunch of other dudes, then that's where the anger can come in. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She's like, that's my money, nigga.
I hope the people are taking notes because y'all are really getting like a 101 psych evaluation on how women think a lot of the
Behind
time.
the scenes.
Yeah. What about you? In your case, you said that you're basically a guy cheated on you. You went to go talk to another girl. He showed up and she yelled at him
Yes.
there. Why do you think she flipped out? Do you think she would have flipped out on him at the same level if he had some status and more money to his name?
Yes, because he allowed it.
Explain that.
So they ended up getting back together after the whole thing. Like his mom ended up pulling up, and she was still making a big scene, and they're still talking now. So
Was she hitting him like physically?
she wanted to, but no, she was going crazy.
So basically, he chose X over you.
No, he just couldn't get me. I told him, I cut him off. I told him he disrespected me, and the reason why he said that he went back to his ex is because he thought I was talking to other guys.
So she won, is what I'm hearing.
Basically,
She can have him. She can have him.
So did this guy have his money and shit together?
He was getting his shit together. I don't really know his finances. It's none of my business.
Okay, so you didn't know.
No,
I'm gonna assume the girl that got back with him probably knew more than you did.
maybe, yeah.
Maybe that's a
Yeah.
reason why.
Yep.
Okay, but he was soft, I guess, because she acted like that because she knew he would grovel
I mean, he
for
took
her
her
back.
back. Yeah,
Was she Latina too?
she was Latina.
Yes.